Well, the celebrations are happening well below us, but it's time for us to move on. It will be the Chitungwiza Crusaders who will be playing in the men's Premiership after winning the Division 1 finals against Glenwood Stars. It's now Old Hararians ladies taking on Harare Sports Club. It's a Harare derby. And this is the third place playoff. Harare Sports Club missing out on that place in the final. Of course, that final will be coming up to you after the third place playoff for the men. And that will be FS Raiders taking on Zimbiru Titans. Now, Harare Sports Club, when they did meet with Old Hararians early on in the league, they did win it. But this time round, they are looking to do better. But here comes Old Hararians, a very sporty inside center that they have, wearing jersey number 12 and a very good fullback as well. But it looks like the referee there has spotted something and will bring play all the way back. It looks like Old Hararians were a little bit too naughty with their passing, and that is a forward pass. And that is a handed over possession to Harare Sports Club, who play very interesting and structured rugby. They obviously did have Daniel J.B. Wasili as a technical man assisting in there. But it is Moad Menu who is the head coach. Whilst on the other hand, we do have one of the Sables players, that is Ngandu, who is spotting Old Hararians. Great drive by Old Hararians, but couldn't win the ball. Ball is out now. Our Sports Club now trying to look for a way through. Very lucky not to have been called for obstruction there. But it's Harare Sports Club that will continue with the action. Ball going through the hands, now looking for a gap to run through. Good tackle. Again, another pick and go. Good phases that are being built up by Harare Sports Club so far. Looking for a crush ball. Getting the tight head prop to get into it. Good clearing as well and set up of the ruck. That's a tackle. Now slowing down play, making sure all the players are ready. Met with a green and maroon wall as she was trying to break the defensive lines. Now to the halfway line. Need to attack the gain line if any of this phase play is to matter. Coming out. Good pass. Going down the line. Fullback breaking 1 or 2 tackles there. Really good run. Great meters, but referee says holding on. Whilst you're on the floor, quick tap and go by Old Hararians. They are looking for their own piece of action as they go into contact. What has been a bit noticeable for me throughout the rugby season for women's rugby is the fact that the tackling techniques seem to be quite bad, where they tackle an individual and that individual rolls on them. Another penalty there and a quick tap and go once again. Looking for a runner and that's a big hit. Eighth man to eighth man. That's a wake-up call to say, I am right here. Now Old Hararians on the front foot. It was a good overlap as well on the right side, but didn't get any support. Now ball coming out again. That's a penalty for tackling and not releasing. Need to go back 10. Old Hararians will go with a quick tap. Again, looking to clear and make sure that they have an opportunity to attack here. Another good pass, sidestep. And a dummy, so good combination. These days we call it a fake and go. Another pickup. Good leg drive to keep on gaining the meters. All the Hararians now well within the 22 of Harare Sports Club. This should be a chance for them to do it. Decided to go into contact without offloading or making the pass. Oh, great Fendo. Sit down. Gap right there. Can she pass it out? Should be try time. Oh, and misses it just by a whisker. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, surely just needed to stretch out. Just didn't have the right body position, and a yellow card has been given by the referee. And ladies and gentlemen, if I'm correct, this might just be a penalty try, because this is a foul and infringement which happened right by the try line. Somehow, some way, the referee says, I'll bring it back to the original penalty. Tap and go. Can they get over the line now? Surely this is a good opportunity. Oh, knocks it on just before the whitewash. Eager beaver, as one would say. Others would actually call it try-line fever. And that fever seemed to have gripped the eighth man. Oh, my word. All the Hararians will hope that they will not be left to rue such an opportunity. They still can try and push Harare Sports Club here. Good shove by Old Hararians, a great pack. Referee says, I want that scrum done again because I feel that there was a collapse there. I would tend to disagree with the referee there. I think that was just a straight old bulldozing from Old Hararians. They have a stronger pack and they've been delivering that. And referee blowing, saying it's a scrum again. So I'm not so sure why maybe the ladies didn't quite get the signal initially, running away from the scrum. Well, this action is being brought to you by Sports Extra, the real sports platform. A great big thank you to Paramount Garments for being able to support this league. A quick eighth man pick and go. Making some good meters, looking for the pass. It is successful enough and it has brought them out of their own 22. Still short of the 10 meter before the halfway. So need to do a bit more work to get there. And that would do a world of good. Because that's a good break by the eighth man. Ball out. Good pass. Need to run it down the line. Need to be attacking the gain line. Waiting for that offload. Gets it to the fullback. She has got space on the outside. And it looks like this is going to be the first 5 points of the match. Harare Sports Club break through with their fullback. She did score a hat-trick of tries earlier on this season at Old Georgians against Old Georgians. And she's just shown that she is a finisher made for the job. And Old Hararians have been made to pay. So it is try time for Harare Sports Club and a conversion yet to come. Goes for the kick. And it doesn't look good, considering it was straight in between the sticks. Would have wanted to get that one right. But that generally comes when your kicker is wearing number 8 jersey. Rarely do see eighth men being able to do that. So Old Hararians will slowly but gingerly come back to the halfway line and wonder what hit them. Well, it's the fullback that hit you there, ladies. And they hit you with 5 points. So, Old Hararians going to restart play. As I mentioned before, their number 12 player, really, really good player. And she decides to roll it all along the ground. goes past the 10. That's what matters. And Harare Sports Club can build up their phases. Oh, good run by the Lucid prop. Good pick and go, but it looks like all the Hararians were found offside, so a penalty. The fly off there, one of the Wasili girls, has been very prominent in the way that Harare Sports Club has gone about business this season. But now a penalty against Harare Sports Club there. Good fend off, breaking through 1 or 2 tackles. Oh, well, turnover immediately by Harare Sports Club. Great protection. Another pick and go. Lucid decides to pass the ball out to the fullback this time around. She was double teamed, but not to the satisfaction of the referee. That's a high tackle. Tap and go. Big hit. Gonna set it up again. Another breakdown. Wasili. Down on the floor. Ball comes loose. But the referee says you did not release. So it's a turnover to Harare, to Old Hararians. Lovely little run by the inside center, who's still looking for an offload pass. The supporting lines are coming a little bit too slow for Old Hararians. Looks like a DDT tackle there from wrestling. Here comes the tight head. Powerful scrum from Old Hararians. Ball bobbles out to the winger. She manages to pass that one back. Gets out of 1 or 2 tackles. Tries to find a gap. Finds a good run, but her body positioning in the tackle is poor. And she's facing the opposition as she drops down. So that's not good. Old Hararians on the charge. Oh, almost released it. Referee says, nope. Let's go back to the original penalty. Harare Sports Club offside. Scrum off there saying, let's communicate, ladies. Taps it. Sends a 8th man into contact. That's a better fall. Right position. Now coming down the line. Another pass. Decides to step inside. Lovely offload, but just a 50-50 ball there. And now down on the ground. Harare Sports Club need to be careful that the player is not penalized for not rolling away. Luckily enough, ref allows play to go on. Second center comes in. Good 50-50 pass as well as the fullback runs onto it. Good hands. Now well within the 22. Now falling a couple of meters short of the try line. Referee says penalty. Harare Sports Club still offside. Are they going to go for a quick tap and go here? This is a good opportunity to level matters. Need to be right on the line there. There comes the tap. Runs diagonally, so loses a meter or 2. Quick ball out. Now can they get over? Not enough momentum going into the tackle. That's a good pick and go. Scrum half spotted the gap, and Old Hararians have leveled matters. Five points apiece. Just around about 14 minutes are gone on the clock. Old Hararians We'll leave it to their inside center, who is unsuccessful in her attempt. And so, fashion statements, as always. However, ladies need to understand that that can be massively dangerous in the game that they're playing, especially at international level, where other teams may actually go on and grab your braids and pull you back. And that could prove to be hurtful. So usually shorter hairstyles are the best way to go. But hey, it's a final. I want to look good. Here comes the kick. Past 10 meters, straight into the hands. Number 12 breaks through 2, breaks through 3. The support is there. If the Hararians can get quick ball out, they can catch Harare Sports Club unawares. Oh, well, that was a forward pass all day long. I think being a little bit like a daisical about play there. Or maybe are the ladies already tired? Ball comes out. For quick tap and go. Number 16 has been making some hard yards. And there we go. Once again, if you approach a tackle without momentum, you'll be driven back. Something hopefully they will learn as they grow. The ball squirming out of hands, even though it's bobbling. What matters is that it's actually getting to the intended target. At the breakdown, need to watch out. Turnover by Harare Sports Club, who are more awake to the opportunity. All Hararians now have to try and flatline their defense and rush up against Harare Sports Club if they are to win possession. Good tackle. Harare Sports Club doing a decent job of protecting their ball. And once again showing that it's not about size at the breakdown, but it's about who is able to protect the ball. So it's going to be a line out there with the ball going out. Pleasantries being exchanged, obviously, between the center referee and the touch judge, assistant referee. Of course, touch judge, a very old rugby saying. These days, they are ARs, they are not TJs. So just waiting for the line out. All Hararians are looking to send that one in. It doesn't look like the referee was happy with that line out anyway. And gone are the days where locks are the only ones that get to jump. These days we've seen flankers also being able to jump. But now here comes the ball down the line, looping run. Now still running diagonally, but now past the gain line. So all Hararians won't mind that too much. But of course, if there's anybody that would be mad, it's the wingers, because their space is finished and they then have to hug the touch line or have to cut back inside all the time. Looking to pick it up from the breakdown now. Need not to cluster each other, but momentum, space being gained. Oh, it's a penalty against Old Hararians, and a quick tap and go allows them to gain a whole lot of meters, and sometimes it can be confusing where a referee may allow a penalty. They allow quick taps to happen behind them, and at some points even allow knock-ons like that to even take place. which makes it a little bit difficult. If they've knocked it on, they have to pay the price. Turnover of possession, yes, it was their penalty, but they haven't done well enough. Lucid. Now, Wasili looks for the pass, finds it. Good tackle, hard and low. Oh, great jackal by Old Hararians. Surely at this point, Old Hararians will continue with the ball. Now ball is out. Running across a stale. Straightens her line. Lots of space on the near side if they can make use of it. Decides to go onto the far side. Good leg drive. Ball out again. Out to the Lucid. Unfortunately, she just has not been as effective as they needed to be. Needs a lot more momentum going into that. Great steal by Old Hararians, but referee says there's no way you could have stolen it. Consultation with the assistant referee, Ruimbo Mjganadzo. Also a fantastic winger for the women's Sables and Lady Cheetahs. Also plays for Harare Sports Club. Wasili decides to go for a tap and go. Allow her forwards to put in a shoulder. Ball out again. Looking for another phase. Finally comes down. Wasili offloads it. 50-50 ball there. Allows Old Hararians to tussle for it. Very lucky Old Hararians had to release. Wasili finds a good running line from the winger who's trying to go all the way, but she has been hacked down. Great counter-rucking. Though it looks like she came from the side, but Old Hararians now in possession. Looking for a kick over the top. Might be a bright idea because getting out of their own half has been quite tricky. Oh, wow. The winger gets out of a pretty pickle and makes some meters back. And that's a penalty. Unfortunately, not supporting your body weight as you are trying to jackal there. Quick tap and go. Scrum half goes into contact. Will the referee actually call for Old Hararians not moving back 10? No, she won't. Play must continue. Ball is free. Good awareness by Old Hararians. Penalty given by the referee, saying coming through the side. Now, slowing down the pace of the game. Deciding to send it out to the tight head. She offloads to the fullback. She sees there's no space. Decides to bring it back on the inside. Now surely there are gaps opening up here. Referee trying to be in the midst of things, and she was literally in the thick of things. Ball comes out again. Lots of space on the near side, but referee finally calls. It was held up. So Harare Sports Club, unfortunately, a botch, a bit of an opportunity there. It is going to be an in-goal dropout. Goes for it. Doesn't go too far. Picked up by the fullback. She spots a run. Decides to kick it over, but surely many of the Harare Sports Club players were way offside. That is going to be a penalty for Old Hararians, and they should breathe a huge sigh of relief. A huge sigh of relief because, whoa, It was challenging, but looks like they've decided to go for the scrum. They have been powerful in the scrums so far. And they'll be hoping that they continue to dominate in those spaces as well. Ref decides to reset that scrum. Off they go. Ball is way out. Picked up. All Hararians on the attack. Looking to run. Offloads. Oh, just lucky to be able to gather it, but she knocks it on, and Harare Sports Club have got an advantage. Harare Sports Club now, after the turnover, looking to keep on going. Good meters made as well. I'd like to call that a bit of a soft run. Didn't have to run too hard. Old Hararians looking a little bit tired right now. Oh, sit down. And that is the big back rower from Harare Sports Club wearing jersey number 5. Good pick and go from the winger. Oh, no, she has to let go. She was not supporting her body weight. Ref has allowed play to go on. Wasili is stepping inside and out. Another tap and go to try and get over the line, but the scrum half is being woman handled, I would say, into touch. And the referee has said you tackled and you did not release. So penalty still in favor of Harare Sports Club. I think we all know what they are going to do. They do not have time for a line out. They have got time for a pick and go, tap and go, and contact. Looking to spread it out wide now. But a referee blows and says no. Not good enough. Knock on there. So you pay the price for that one. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 5-5 between Harare Sports Club and Old Hararians. A very tight match in this Harare derby. Here at Harare Sports Club. Looking for the kick. Oh my word. Skews off the boot. Picked up by Harare Sports Club, but bundled into touch by Old Hararians defenders. Honestly, that was a horrendous kick. And they could have paid the price for that. But Old Hararians can count themselves the luckiest ladies alive. They do have a line out, but still deep in their territory. So they must make it work. They need to make sure that they get this one right. And I think more importantly, that they are able to retain possession. That line out looks like it was knocked on, and Harare Sports Club are going to take advantage of this. So it's going to be a scrum. Wonderful attacking opportunity for Harare Sports Club. You would feel that maybe an 8th-man pick and go is very relevant for such a position. And that's exactly what they've done. Caught napping on the near side. Ball out to the winger. 1v1. Can she stay inside? I don't think that was going to happen. Number 14 from Old Hararians disdainly pulls her into touch. So far, referee generally having decent control of the game so far. Line out comes in. Taken by Old Hararians. They need to find a kick out. Charged down, but quickly retained again by Old Hararians. Need a good kick out. Finally does come, but it doesn't make too many meters again. Old Sports Club can counter-attack, and that's exactly what they're doing through their number 11. Now it looks like she just has to step on the outside, and oh, again, the touchline clearly the best friend of Old Hararians at this moment, digging themselves into unnecessary positions. And there needs to be better clearing kicks by the number 12 from Old Hararians. Surely you can't be so lackadaisical about it. You have to be much quicker onto the boot and much further. But this is also a discussion that is up for the coaches to try and make sure that they get the ladies to know how to kick, because at international level, kicking is a priority. It's a way of scoring points. Lovely sidestep, inside and out. Puts one to sit down. Ball still comes out to the far side winger. She offloads to Wasili. Now Harare Sports Club can rebuild. Long pass to the inside center. Now she's on the charge. Can she release? Yes, she does. To the tight head, who's making her way all the way through, straightens a run, offloads to the back rower, and it's a try time. Old Hararians unfortunately conceding that try. But really, you just felt after the tight head straightened her run, it was only going to be one result. An offload to anybody there, and it was going to be try time, and try time it is. 10-5, conversion yet to come. It's going to be a tough kick. And looks like Harare Sports Club will not take the conversion. I think they do feel that the angle is far too tight to get the job done. Around about 20 plus minutes are gone. And with good refreshments, Harare Sports Club can consider themselves to be in a decent lead. A bit of daylight between themselves and Old Hararians, but nothing too much to write home about. They still need more points if they intend to do right. Now, another restart kick. Goes straight to Harare Sports Club player wearing jersey number 17. She's just come onto the park. Good pickup by the tight head. Good support from Wasili, following and tracking all the progress. Ball is knocked backwards. Well, nobody is attacking to tackle her. She sends the ball over the top, does the fullback from Harare Sports Club, but unfortunately overcooking this one. So it looks like it's going to be a 22-meter dropout in favor of Old Hararians. Might just be a short discussion between the assistant referee and center referee. And that discussion, short and sweet. And finally, the decision gotten right. And that is, if she overcooked the ball, we come back exactly where she kicked it from. And that's past the halfway line and into Harare Sports Club territory. It's going to be a scrum. Need to try and get onto the scoreboard again. Fed in, and that's an eighth man pick and go. Pass out to the fly off, onto the inside center, straightens her run. Not so sure why she offloaded there, because all of the meters gained on the gain line, hopeless. But Old Hararians are still on the charge. But who is going to support? Oh, yes, that's a penalty against Harare Sports Club. Good charge by Old Hararians. Quick tap and go. Needs some momentum going into the contact positions. Decides to run diagonal, looking for the support. Was knocked backwards, so they now need to go down, set it up. Comes to number 12. Hard runner. Now out to the winger. Can she make it all the way? Oh, that's a high tackle. Clearly, that's going to be a penalty. Quick tap and go. Referee says, hold on, sister. I know you scored your first try. Doing that, not going to be a possibility doing it this time round. High tackle. Tap and go. Old Hararians looking to go for the corner flag. Is it try time? Oh, referee was right there. Was it a try or not? Looks like it's going to be a 5-meter scrum. It's a knock-on, maybe right by the try line. So Harare Sports Club need a good scrum. They have been bullied in the scrum by Old Hararians. They need a good scrum, a better scrum, if things are going to work out well for them. Good feed. Old Hararians pushing. Luckily enough, Sports Club had gotten the ball out quite quick. Again, a kick over the top. That had to come from the loose head because they were in a dangerous territory. Big tackle, offload. Fullback taking far too much time and caught napping. Ball comes out and oh, well. Again, Harare Sports Club doing well enough in order to just look after them. Oh, that is offside. And the referee says, after that knock-on and forward passing there, this is the halftime break. Halftime break it is. And it is Harare Sports Club who are leading 10 points to 5. Well, as we return to the second half and the Paramount Garments Harare Under 20 Rugby League Women's third place playoff between Harare Sports Club and Old Hararians. It is 10 points to 5. 2 conversions missed there, so hopefully that won't also come back to haunt Harare Sports Club. Looks like it is 12 points to 5. Might be 12 points to 5. Still checking on our scoreboard. But nonetheless, it is the young Wasili who is going to be restarting things for us. Ref is ready. Harare Sports Club are ready. And off they go. Straight into the hands of Old Hararians. And oh, my goodness me. Tighthead caught napping all day long. Might she still have been thinking about the juices of the halftime break? Or was the drinks break that good? But she was caught napping, knocked it on. And now in their own territory, you will find that it is going to be a Harare Sports Club scrum. They don't mind that. They'll be looking to add more points on the board. A big shove once again by Old Hararians. So Old Hararians have had the better scrum. Wasili passes it out. Good leg drive onto the 22. Huge overlap on the far side. If they can take advantage of it. Passing. Only one runner. But the winger has done well. Great fend off. Finally dragged it down. Great protection from Harare Sports Club coming through the side entry there. It is going to be a tap and go. But referee says, hold on. So this is the part which then becomes a bit confusing. There were a number of quick taps that she allowed in the first half. But now she hasn't allowed many of them. And well, she breaks through and it's try time straight after the break. Referee is going to come and blow penalty try. And yellow card for Old Hararians. My oh my, this is the last thing they would have wanted. Oh my word. Penalty try it is. Yellow card to Old Hararians. They are now down to 14 ladies. So 17-5 it is. (17-5) in favor of Harare Sports Club. That is surely a healthy lead any day, any time. And the best thing that could have happened to Harare Sports Club in terms of finding a good start is what they've found. For Old Hararians, well, it has been horrible. They do have 5 points in the bag and they can do something if they can just get their play a bit better. Off they go. Good run. Immediately into contact. Old Hararians are doing well enough to hold on to the young girl. The loose head. Good pick by the scrum half. Looking to gain good meters. Tight head gets onto it. Decides to pick a gap. Almost finds a way through. Wasili down the line now. Again, looking for a good run. Yes, bustling run. Oh, that's a great tackle from the fullback. And great turnover by Old Hararians. That was good rugby by Old Hararians. Great response from some of the challenges that they've faced. Looking to go for a quick tap and go. And she finally does. Oh, that's a big tackle. Pull out. This time round to the hooker of Old Hararians. Hasn't had too much work to do, particularly in terms of lineouts. All penalties have been tap and goes, so that would be a hooker's dream in terms of not having to botch a lineout. And that's a penalty against Old Hararians. Might have been double movement on the deck. Still, advantage, not back 10. And Harare Sports Club on their home patch, doing everything necessary. Ooh, that was a hard hit. And Old Hararians, a player looking like she came out second best because she's still lying on the floor. So from being down to 14 men, I think she supported her weight there. Old Hararians told to release. Very unfortunate. Here comes the run, looking for the outside pass. Can she get it off? She does offload it to the winger. She cuts back in. Can she stretch over? No, she can't. And Old Hararians, unfortunately, not supporting her weight. Oh, but that was an easy take for them. After the player was left isolated, there were 3 Old Hararians players that were there. It's going to be a tap and go. Lucette comes in. Almost opened up for her, but another penalty. Yellow card for cynical play. Oh my word, could have been a deliberate knockdown. And the yellow card given, and it brings Old Hararians women down to 13 women. And captain there already asking, what exactly did we do wrong? Another penalty. Gap right there. Can she find it? And yes, she does. The back rower just managed to get herself down. And it's a try time again for Harare Sports Club. Takes their score up to 22 points to 5. And surely this game is running away. They are going to try and attempt this kick. Well, enough distance, but not enough, or not a good enough direction. So they'll settle for the 22 points. Coming back to the halfway line with a bit more energy, but so little in terms of resources on the park. Only 13 players on the park for Old Hararians to deal with. "13 players." It's always very difficult to try and run a game through that. But that's what they have to do as a result of 2 yellow cards. Oh, knock on by Harare Sports Club. And that is going to be a scrum to Old Hararians. At least some good fortune for them. So Old Hararians, as a club, as a rugby club this season, will be patting themselves on the back. Good performances by their women's team. Also a very fantastic performance from their men's team that has managed to make the final, which is going to come a little bit later on today. But here comes the scrum. Good feed. Ball is way out. Decides to go on the blind side. She cuts back in. Needed to have gone on the outside. Would have gained so many more meters. Well, the ball was out. And the ball is still out. Need to protect that ball a little bit more. Do Old Hararians. They've got the forwards and the pack size to do it. Tackle. Oh, that's a hard one, but needs to be careful. Could become a tip tackle there. Harare Sports Club turnover possession after Old Hararians lose it in contact. Now scrum off. Looking. Where do I take it? Slow down play. That's good for her. Good tackle. Fullback now on her bike, but again, a knock on in contact. And this is going to take Old Hararians a monumental task to get back into this one. Their scrum already short of an eighth man. However, somehow, someway finding an opportunity to push the body positioning there, quite intriguing. But anyway, Old Hararians onto the money, and oh my word, that's a knock on. But does it bring him back to a penalty? Yes, it does. And referee says Harare Sports Club was offside. Quick tap and go here. Oh, that's a beautiful hit. Big one. And that makes things very, very difficult. Referee is going to come back and make sure that the Harare Sports Club player is not extremely injured, because she did stay on the ground, held her face. Head injuries now are so important to deal with. But now being attended to by the medical team. Now, Harare Sports Club beat Old Georgians very significantly. And they also found themselves on the wrong end of a result against both FS Raiders and Zimbiru Titans. Did manage to beat Old Hararians in their first meeting and found themselves in third position. So also another pretty good performance for them this season as Harare Sports Club. Ball fed in, comes out. Looking for that crush ball. Almost broke the defensive line. And upon trying to pass the ball somehow, some way, it was a deliberate knockdown. Tap and go. She's jogging into contact. You can't afford to do that. You have to rush into contact. Old Hararians in an attacking position. Can they get the try? Running diagonally. Passes it back to the fullback. Pops it out to the scrum half. She's put down. Need some hard runners here with good momentum. That's the only way they can break through the defense. Now so close to the try line as Harare Sports Club are sprawling in defense. Great defensive work. Again, looking for the pass over the top. That's intercepted, and she's on her bike. Old Hararians, no cover at the back. And surely this should be one of the easiest tries that you'll ever score as a winger, wearing jersey number 14. And Harare Sports Club have thrown the sucker punch. That sends them into a 27-5 lead with a conversion yet to come. In front of the post, surely should be an easy one. And so here she goes for it. Hopefully she can get this one. And she gets it right. So 29-5 in favor of Harare Sports Club. And surely this should be done and dusted in terms of the result. Old Hararians just short of players on the park. And once that interception came from a really good try scoring opportunity, there really wasn't much that was going to be done from there. So Old Hararians have to get back to it and try and see if they can get themselves the result they want. Restart. Harare Sports Club. Good tackle. Also looking to just get the ball out, get it running. Straightens around, finds a gap, but no one there to try and help with another running line, but still do maintain possession. Good pass to the back row, a good fend. She's still going, still going. Nobody seems to be able to stop her. The Harare Sports Club managed to protect the ball from there. Good run from the Lucy. Loses the ball in contact. But ref says Old Hararians offside. A tap and go. Vasili will be looking for her own 5 points. She dummies, straightens her line, needs some support. Finally does arrive. Huge gap on the far side. Off to the scrum half, looking for the pass. Decides to run into contact and offload. And that is a knock-on by Harare Sports Club. Well, as you can see behind in that shot, Old Georgians preparing to play what would be, I would say in my view, a disappointing third place playoff. For many a year, these boys have been playing in the final. Very few times have they found themselves playing in the third place playoff, and I'm sure they'll be looking to try and address that as they go into this particular match and even into next season. But it's Old Hararians that's got the scrum. Ball comes out. Ref not happy. Penalty in favor of Old Hararians. Decide to go for a tap and go, looking to run it from their own 22. Goes past one, goes into a tackle. Looked quite high for me. And unfortunately, Old Hararians, as said, holding on to the ball. Quick tap and go. Oh, well, went backwards, so they can still pick up from where they left off. Cuts back inside. Here comes the little plucky Wasili. And Old Hararians are now sprawling in defense, still short of players. Lovely sidestep on the inside. Decides to pass it, and this is going to be try time for Harare Sports Club again. And that has taken their score to 34 points to 5. Lots of time still left on the score board, but for Old Hararians, it's just tough times all the way. High hanging, and it goes in. So it takes Harare Sports Club ladies to 36 points to 5. Oh, what a demolition job on their home patch for the Old Hararians coach Ngandu. He is obviously very disappointed and will be hoping that they can go and sort out some of these issues and challenges. I don't think they've got a bad side. I think they've got a very good forward pack, good scrum, hoping that many of these girls will be able to come back and offer some of that experience next season. But maybe just not enough players that are providing the magic dust, one would say, in order to do well. Again, another kick, charge upfield. Harare Sports Club pick up. Usually these are the areas or the moments where you've got broken play, because if you don't chase as a pack, find yourself in a pretty pickle. And there we go. Forced into mistakes. Tap and go. Scrum off. Running into traffic. But this time round called back by the referee. Another tap and go. This time round once again to the loose head, who gets a strong challenge and tackle. She has run the hard yards there in the season and in this particular match. Ball comes out again. Easy job for Harare Sports Club. Just keep all the Hararians on the back foot. A good holding onto the feet there. Breaks through. And this looks like it's going to be try time. Oh, well. She does it with aplomb. And another try. This is going to take it to 41-5. And surely now, all the Hararians being put to the sword. She is going to get ready to kick. She can get it right. Should look good. And she does get it right. So it takes it up to 43. 43 points to 5. And still a lot more time to go. Well. All the Hararians would have expected to have at least challenged Harare Sports Club on their patch. But unfortunately, the ladies have not been able to do so. They found it hard. I believe that their yellow cards, one of their yellow cards is done. And the second one should be also slowly coming to an end. Harare Sports Club on the charge, looking to add more points on the block. And there we go. That's what we were talking about again. Good run by the fullback. She's finally taken down and knocks it on. But we were talking about it. Having braids can be a dangerous ploy in women's rugby. And actually, the eighth man had her braids handled in that particular instance. We do hope that she is okay, because it can be very hard. Our sports club have brought on a substitute as well. So, all the Hararians. Oh, I thought it was a knock-on, but it looks like it's a line-out. And bit by bit, oh, good line-out. It's actually a good 6 ball there. Went in straight. Now, looking to counter-attack from their own 22. Can she offload? She does. And surely that should be a chance, but referee calls play back. Looks like there's a head injury to a sports club player. She doesn't look too disturbed. She looks like she's fine. All the Hararians would be hard done if that is the reason why they were called back, because they were well away. Penalty in favor of Harare Sports Club. Well, oh, how things can change. It's a tap and go. Harare Sports Club eager to get on with proceedings, leading 43-5. They don't mind putting in more and more points. on the board. So, again, having a little bit of a conversation here, the referee. And I think maybe not happy with some of the back chatting and explaining exactly what she means. Ball comes out. Huge overlap on this far side. Needs to offload if she can. Finally does. A pick to go around the fringes. But that's a penalty again. There's an injured player on the park. All Hararians at this time round. And for Harare Sports Club, it's a good bit of a break. I'm sure they can receive a couple of instructions from Moad Menu, who is their head coach. He'll be a happy camper, picking up a bronze medal. He'll obviously want to keep on working on that system, getting as many girls that can play well in his lineup. One would feel if there was a footballing crowd here, you would find the Harare Sports Club players being able to say, come on, come on. Let's keep on pummeling them. So all the Hararians, unfortunately, their player has to go off. But penalty still in favor of Harare Sports Club. Again, looking for a charge. Held up now and driven back. Ball out. Good tackle. Looking to contest. And penalty, yes, holding on. Great jackling. That's a tap and go here. Well, she was caught napping. But ball comes out. Still running diagonally and driven back. Gain line lost. Ball out. Looking for the gap. Decides to pass. And a kick ensues. Kick upfield. Finally goes into touch. A decent attempt to try and gain ground. I love the thinking around that, especially when you know that it's been hard. Old Hararians are fullback here, just clutching her calf. Looks like the medical team will have to be called on. As you can see, a great big thank you to Paramount Garments for making this a possibility. One of their brands, a Javelin Workwear. If you want to get yourself a work suit, that's the best place to go. And earlier on in the shot, I think you saw the trophies that were laid out bare at the bottom of the screen to show what players and teams are fighting for. So the player is now up, still limping, and play will continue. So here comes the line out. And interesting to note, looking to go for the 2 ball, quite clear. That is considered straight, but referee pointing to something here. Whether she wants more players in the line out or not so sure. But I think it was just a lid that was left on the field of play that was irking the referee at that point. And almost ready to resume play and resume matters. Looks like we are ready. Here comes the line out. Was thrown in straight, contested for, but Harare Sports Club managed to knock it back. Oh, great jackling once again by Old Hararians. So great at the breakdown, great in terms of their forwards. But the backline hasn't really offered much. Oh, that's a penalty. Holding on to the ball. Tap and go. Fend. She keeps on going. Out comes the pass. Decides to change direction. Breaks through. Oh, that was poor tackling. Poor tackling. And it allows the fullback to go all the way in between the sticks and send the score to 48 points to 5. Adding insult to injury. Another conversion yet to come. Can she take it into 50? The kick looks good. And it means they're up to 50 now. 50 points to 5. As the clock slowly but surely, gingerly runs down. It's about 30 minutes gone in the second half. Should be expecting around about 4 or 5 minutes left in this game. And I do understand the Old Hararians are making the slow, gingerly walk to the halfway mark. They are back to 15 players, but a lot of damage was done when they had 13 players on the park. Again for the kick. Goes past the 10 meters. Fullback decides to return the favor. And a pretty handsome kick, I would say. Oh no, she knocked it on. Otherwise, a clean pickup would have allowed things to happen. Well, it looks like I overestimated the time. Referee calls an end to what has been a drubbing for Old Hararians. It ends here at Harare Sports Club, 50 points to 5, and Harare Sports Club can count themselves as a bronze winners in the women's section of the Paramount Garments Harare Under 20 Rugby League.